Unit 3, which is equations and functions, and the lesson is called Inequalities. We're going to be talking about inequalities. So let's go through it. So an inequality is a mathematical relationship that compares two values. Use the same steps when you solve equations. And it says here, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you need to flip. The word is flip, the inequality sign, okay? You need to flip the inequality sign. So I'll talk about how that works. That's going to be what you fill in the blank. All right, everybody got that? You're going to flip the inequality sign. Alex, you with us on the notes? You getting this down with me? Anybody need more time on that part? You guys got it down? All right. So on the next...
For a flip, it's 4 words. 4 words, 4 letters. Even what?
Yeah.
Even easy.
One of the sheets, please.
You didn't get one?
FLIP.
That's what I just asked.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Everybody can hear you.
4 letters.
Thank you for putting that on my video. Appreciate it. Anyways. Alright, we're going to move on. If you guys ever need me to come back on anything, just let me know and I can go back through it. And the video will be posted as well. Alright, so what I need you guys to do, you guys see your example. Your example only has 1, but we're going to do 3 of them. So I want you to put 2 lines around your example to add 2 more in. So see how you guys have yours written and you guys have like extra space on the sides? Go ahead and put 2 lines on it like that so you guys can put 2 more examples right on the sides. You guys see that? We're just going to do 2 examples after this, so I just want you to have room. Alright, so the first example we're going to look at is we're going to solve this inequality for x. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of the term that doesn't have a variable next to it. So how do I get rid of a positive 4?
Negative 4?
Yes, I subtract 4 on both sides. That's going to give me negative 3x is less than or equal to 12. Okay, I subtracted 4 on both sides. It cancels out on my left, and I'm left with this. Now my next step is I need to get rid of what's next to the x, and that's multiplication. So what operation reverses multiplication in math? Anyone know?
Then you divide by negative 3.
Good. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. Because that after we can change. So this is going to be x is. Now this is where we have to note that new rule we learned about. If we divide by a negative number, what do we need to do with our inequality sign? According to the last slide.
What is the answer? What's the thing you think we're going to do after
less
this?
than equal.
Chill.
You need to flip it.
We need to flip our inequality sign, okay? So if you divide by a negative number, you need to flip your inequality sign. That's the rule, okay? Alex, you with us? You getting this down? You need to get this down and focus on the lesson, please. Alright, so you need to flip your inequality sign. So when you divide by a negative, you need to flip your inequality sign. You guys got that? Divide by a negative, flip your inequality sign. This is your answer. Very important. Anybody have any questions about the flip?
They're just a less than equal or
Where's
bigger
the,
than equal.
what are we going to do after this? That?
No. Just wait. We're not
Which
there
one
yet.
is it?
All right.
It's the 3 point, what's the sign?
3.3. Alright, we good? Okay, let's try the next one. Like I said, you know I told you to put that extra space in? That's where you're going to put these, okay? So this one is negative 2x is less than 6. Go ahead and write that down in that extra space I told you to write out. One of the sides, it doesn't matter which side, either one. Haley, you getting this down? Mm-hmm. Alright, make sure you're getting this down with me. Alright, so I need to get rid of the 2. How do I get rid of the negative 2?
Hold on, where are you at?
Divide by?
Where do you
Negative
see
2.
that? I did
Negative
not see
2.
that on my paper.
You weren't listening, were you? What did I say? You gotta write it down. We don't have this one on there. So we divide by negative 2 on both sides. What happens to my inequality sign when I divide by a negative?
Hold on, what paper are you?
Then you grade it, then it less.
You have to flip the inequality sign. So
Hold up, my paper's different.
listen, I said, remember? I said you have to add lines to it because it doesn't have a
Oh,
question.
you gotta add the
Yeah, you gotta
lines
put those
to
on those 2 sides. Yep. So, you divide it by a negative, you need to flip the inequality sign. Okay, your inequality sign gets flipped, and this is your final answer. Does that make sense to you guys? Can you reproduce it? Can you do it on your own? Alright. You guys ready for the next one? This is going to go on the other side. You know how you put those two lines? You got that other space in there, so you're going to fill it in on that extra space. Let me know when you guys are ready. Alright, moving on. Now we're going to look at this one, which is negative 2x is greater than 6. So the only difference is the inequalities going the other way. So how am I going to solve this one? Alex, what do you think?
So you would subtract 6.
If I have multiplication, I reverse multiplication with, can you get off the phone, please?
Then you divide again.
Yes, I got to divide by negative 2. What do I have to do with my inequality sign when I divide by a negative?
Flip it.
Flip it. So it's going to become x is less than negative 3. So this is the less than sign. This was the greater than sign. So see how it's flipped now.
The greater than, like less than. But I remember how you do less than equal and greater than equal.
Yes. Yep, we're going to do those too. We're going to do those as well. Do you guys have any questions for me so far? Are you guys good? I'm glad to see you held on to that pencil and didn't lose it. All my other kids lost their pencil that I gave them.
No, I keep it in my bag.
That's good.
That's the only milk can I lost all my other ones, but this one I don't know. It just stays with me. I don't know.
That's good.
I haven't lost it yet.
Magic.
Magic.
Alright, let's try the next ones. So now we're going to talk about how you graph an inequality, okay? So, solve the inequality first, and then you're going to draw a number line. If the numbers are not given, put the answer in the middle of the number line and then write 1 to 2 numbers on either side. Determine the type of circle, either solid or open, and then draw the circle dot over the dot on the number line. Shade the number line in the direction indicated by the inequality sign. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. So, anybody know what this symbol is?
Greater than.
Other way.
Less than.
Less than. This is the less than symbol.
Great.
This is less than, and we use an open circle for this one.
Yep.
Okay, less than, and we use an open circle.
Yep. This is greater than.
Yes, this one is greater than.
And there was less than was closed.
Yes, this one's open.
Yep. Why are we just the
And then
different
the one's
circles?
closed.
Let me see.
You
Why
could
does
if you want. However you want to do it is fine. That's okay.
Less than equal.
Yes, this is less than equal to. So this is what we call less than or equal to.
Close.
Yep. Just remember.
Less than or equal to. And this is a closed circle.
Yep. And greater than or equal to by closed.
Yes, and this is greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to, and this is closed. So, do you guys see the pattern here? When it's open, when there's no what underneath the inequality? There's no line underneath the inequality, it's open. There's no equal sign underneath the inequality, it's an open circle. If you have an equal sign under the inequality, it's closed. Do you guys see the difference? Alright, let's go ahead and actually graph it. So we have x is less than 0. So we draw a circle above the 0. Is the circle going to be open or closed? I'm pointing to it. Open or closed?
Open.
Open circle, so you don't fill the circle in. You draw a circle above the 0 because x is less than 0. Now you have to determine which way you draw your arrow. See how this kind of looks like an arrowhead going this way?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the way you draw your arrow, because it's less than, x is less than 0.
Oh, I didn't even think
And
of it
maybe
like
it's
that.
greater than was
I didn't even
right.
think of it like that. What? She just made some up.
I didn't make it up.
I don't know who you got that from.
My brain. But it works, right?
She had to get that from the professor or something.
I remember that because that's a.
I am the
second-
professor.
The second
Yeah,
is
she said I am
greater,
the
I'm just
professor.
kidding.
greater goes turn right.
Yes, so what I wanted to just mention to you guys, x is less than 0, meaning all of these values to the left are x values that are less than 0, right? -5 is less than 0. So think of it that way to make sure you made sense and you wrote it in the right direction. Now over here, we have an open or closed circle for the next one.
Open.
Open.
Open. And which way is my arrow going?
Right.
To the right.
To the right, because the values of x that are greater than 0 are on the right side of the number line, like 5, 6, 7. Those numbers are greater than 0, right?
Mhm.
And the next one, we have what kind of circle do we have?
Closed.
So we fill the circle in this time. Closed circle, you fill it in. Okay, you fill in that circle. X is less than or equal to 0. Which way does my arrow go?
Right, left.
Good, left.
Okay, I'm done next. I think everyone should know what the next one's gonna be.
The next one is
Right.
closed
Closed and right.
and to the right. Alright, you guys got the hang of this?
And
Go to the bathroom? If you have to right now, I would rather you wait until we finish.
okay.
Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and do the whole thing. We're going to put it all together. So what do we have to do on this side right here? What's this called? Anybody remember what this is called?
Foil.
Starts with a D. The distribute the 3. So you got to distribute the 3. And then you're solving it like an equation. So if I have addition, I have to reverse addition by doing what operation? What reverses addition in math? Subtraction. So I got to subtract 3 on both sides. That's going to give me 3x
Due for 15.
is less than 15. Now my last step is to do what with the 3?
Divide.
Divide both sides by 3. That leaves me with x is less than 5. So does everybody know why I didn't flip the inequality this time? Why didn't I flip the inequality sign?
Because you multiplied it?
Not because I multiplied.
Dividing or multiplying by a negative number.
Yeah, because I didn't, I divided by 3, but 3 is not a negative number. So only if that number on the other side is negative do I flip the sign. Make sense? Alright, so let's go ahead and plot this. So you always put your number in the middle of the number line. So whatever number you get goes in the middle. And then you pick a few values that are greater than that number, like 6 and 7. And then a few values that are smaller, like 4 and 3. So that's all you have to fill in. You can fill in the whole number line if you want, but you don't have to. So your number always goes in the middle, and then pick a few values to the left and to the right of that number. Make sense? Now, do we have an open or closed circle here? Open circle. And which way is my arrow going?
Right.
I'm finished with all of them.
To the left.
To the left.
What's the next thing need to do?
In a little bit. We'll get it. Don't you worry.
Okay.
So how you can help me go over this one with the class then.
Okay.
All right. So what do I got to do first over here?
Oh my gosh. Divide. I always subtract.
Distribute
Distribute.
the -2.
Whatever. Yeah.
So I get -2x plus 2 is greater than or equal
The
to
answer
4.
is- Can I say the answer?
Not yet. We got to get there. Okay, we distribute. Now we have to subtract the 2 on both sides. That gives me -2x is greater than or equal to 2. Now what do we do next?
Just say it. I know it.
We have to divide both sides by
Both sides by 2.
-2. Now, I'm going to write the answer over here because we're running out of room. So this is
X less than or equal to -1.
good. And why did we have to flip our inequality sign this time? Why did my inequality sign flip directions?
Ask them. They're the ones that don't know.
Can you guys tell me why? We had to flip the inequality sign
Tell
this
her
time?
why, please.
Or I'll just keep asking forever here.
Cause you divided by a negative.
Because, yes, I divided by a negative. When you divide or multiply by a negative on the other side, that's when you change the inequality sign. Only if you divide or multiply by a negative on the other side. You're going to put your number in the middle, and then you're going to put some values that are bigger and smaller. Bigger than -1 is 0 and 1. Less than -1 is -2 and -3. What kind of circle do I have here?
Open. Closed. I'm walling.
Closed, right? And which way does my arrow go?
To the right.
To the right. To the right.
Right.
Oh wait, no, it's less than, so
Yeah.
it goes to the left. Oh wait.
Goes to the left. Because we changed that inequality sign.
Just see.
You guys remember that? We changed it. There's gonna be some where you flip it. So do you guys feel good about when you flip it and when you don't? You guys understand that? Alright. Sounds good. So everybody get their notes down. I'm gonna stop the video.